Welcome to Nirvana the Band, the show, the podcast. Podcast all about watching and talking about Nirvana the Band, aka Matt Johnson and Jay McCarroll. I'm Michelle, and I'm joined by my lovely co-hosts.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Kit.
This is Odds and Ends Part 2. We're finished the web series. We are into bloopers and deleted scenes and all that fun stuff. And this is our second part of it, and we are going to be talking about some fan favorites. But before we jump into the content, we have a couple little housekeeping things to talk about. So first and foremost, quick check-in on the homework at the beginning of class. Did we all watch Season 1, Episode 20 of Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? Fear of the Fire Beast, starring special guest Steve Buscemi.
I believe it's Buscemi. He let us know several times in the episode. It's Buscemi.
You know, they never clarified. The mystery gang did sort of switch back and forth between calling him Buscemi and Buscemi, and I was waiting for a clarification on the actual proper pronunciation, because even his alleged Italian family called him Buscemi. Mm-hmm. What a show.
I thought it rocked, frankly.
I appreciated that there was an extended look into Steve Buscemi's history as a firefighter. That was really nice to fight the fire monster of Mount Etna.
He thanks the first responders all around the world. Somehow 9/11 found its way into our Scooby-Doo.
Of course.
Incredible. I did love that they kept having Steve Buscemi, one of them, say that he wasn't the evil scary guy from movie and film. TV and film, because I don't really consider, when I think of like his filmography, I'm not thinking of him playing an evil, scary guy.
Yeah, no. A troubled man, often.
Yeah, but not a gangster.
I mean, I've seen the hit film Fargo or Boardwalk Empire. Isn't he a gangster? I have not watched it.
I haven't seen Boardwalk Empire, but I have seen Fargo, and I understand that he is doing bad things in Fargo, but he's not like an evil, scary.
No.
It's true. They do fuck those ladies in the same room while kind of being bored.
I think my main reaction to this episode of Scooby-Doo and Guess Who was it felt a little bit racist towards Italians, saying that they were both too dumb to figure out that he's an actor and not the characters that he played.
What a bold take.
It's an entire episode of the guy on the pizza box coming to life. It could just be called It's a Me.
Yeah.
See, Steve is allowed to say that.
I am allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Just for the listeners out there who may not know this, which is all of you. Several years ago, Kit and I went to a convention in New Jersey called Paisan Con, a celebration of Italian Americans and the people who love them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it gave the vibe of Paisan Con, which was just, hey, I'm a walkity, mamma mia, pizzeria.
The entire time we were at that hotel for a Paisan Con, I was scared someone was going to figure out I was not Italian and kick me out expeditiously.
No, I snuck you guys in.
Yes, you snuck us in, and I deeply appreciate that they didn't find out my dark secret.
Proof of Italian heritage to get into Paisan Con.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I want to play a game with you, Michelle.
Uh-oh.
Which of the following was not at Paisan Con?
Okay.
A Coca-Cola promotional stand.
Mm-hmm.
Wooden carved art of Tony Soprano.
That was definitely there.
A Sopranos-themed gun store called Bada Bang. Or a woman trying to launch a lasagna business that had not been approved yet for sale.
Trick question, all of the above were
No, she was had a
Paisan
meatball business that hadn't been approved yet.
You've gotten me on a technicality.
Anyway, before we move on from this, can I just say I do love the fact that the monster at the end turns out to be Steve Buscemi's grandma, who, oh, not his grandma, she's named Nana, but it's like
his cousin.
His cousin, who's an old Italian lady who is so tired of them thinking of my little Stevie was a bad guy, so I needed to have him save the day. And she's like, oh, thanks to you meddling kids. I was delighted. 10 out of 10, no notes.
It was a confusing reveal, but a really nice one.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
With no explanation for how she developed fire powers.
That's the Scooby-Doo magic.
Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Well, let's go through our usual plans. Steve, can you bring out the whiteboard, please? Have we gotten a cease and desist from Matt and Jay yet?
So, no, we haven't. And man, it's not because we're not trying. Every day we log into the Zoom and Try to do something ridiculous enough to get them to send us that letter.
Kit
Haven't gotten
changed
it
her.
yet.
She changed her personal Instagram to Matt Johnson Official.
It's true. And I've been posting some crazy shit.
Have we heard from Matt and Jay in a non-cease and desist format?
Nope.
No.
Have we heard from any of our other dream guests? The list is starting to get a little long, so maybe we check in on just a select few of them. Hank Azaria, but only to talk about Bruce Springsteen and or his workout routine.
Nope.
No, not yet. I think we forgot to put this on the board, but the Canadian arm of the International Space Station.
Oh, you know what? We haven't heard from them because we haven't reached out. Let me add that to the list.
Find their email address. Have we heard from Lydia Tarr anymore past her?
No, I got caught doing a goof last week. I made you think Lydia Tarr emailed in, and I'm sure nothing will come of that. It was appropriate of me to pretend to be Lydia Tarr.
Yeah. Have we heard from Werner Herzog?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, sadly. I did see a video of him talking about all the trophies in his home, and one of them that he said he was the most proud of was a tiny little soccer trophy, and that was really charming. But finally, one of our original dream guests, have we heard anything from the creator of the Nirvana the Band the Show fan page?
I don't know.
What?
Hey, guys.
Oh my God.
Hi!
A brick came through my window.
You called?
Yes.
There was a brick in my living room actually the other day, and there was no message.
You should check the one on your roof.
Mhm.
Oh, second brick.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Second brick. This is Carson. Carson is the creator and moderator of the Nirvana the Band the Show fan page that we know and love and have used these last few episodes to watch all of this amazing stuff. And they're here. This is amazing.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming on. And thank you for bearing with us while we spent 10 minutes talking about a 6-year-old episode of a children's show. I really appreciate that.
No, that's great. It's always fun. I mean, this is a 20-year-old show almost, so.
Yeah.
Nirvana the band, so.
Doesn't have a single fire monster.
Well, maybe not yet.
Fair.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from Viceland yet. I don't know if there's fire monsters in that one.
Or Steve Buscemi.
Or Steve Buscemi.
Well,
Or Steve Gutenberg.
So we have some more odds and ends to talk about, but I think before we do that, Carson, we just wanted to chit-chat with you a little bit and start off by hearing, what is your relationship with the show? How did you find it? How did you get into it?
well, I kind of just stumbled upon it. I don't remember exactly when, but it was around in between in the Viceland season 2, they had a break right before the last 2 episodes of season 2. And that's when I found the show. And I caught up on the web series, the TV show, everything. And I had maybe like a month or 2 of wait before those last 2 episodes of season 2 came out. And so whenever that was is kind of when I joined. And I do remember, it's actually funny. I think it was maybe Michelle who brought this up in the last episode. Who said that they saw the clip of young Jay tossing bikes in the creek.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
was that Kit who said that?
That was Michelle. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like before I saw anything else related
That had
to
actually
any of this.
gone viral on Vine, that clip.
Oh.
And
Oh
I
my
actually
God.
have a pretty vivid memory when I finally watched the web series. When I got to that episode, I was like, wait, where have I seen this before? And it was because one of my like high school teachers had played the video for whatever reason. I don't know what the context was, but I remember asking a few of my classmates, like, do you guys remember seeing this video? And they're like, yeah, why did we watch that? But there's a Nirvana the Band Iceberg someone made in the Discord. Shout out whoever did that. And that being a popular Vine made it. So subconsciously
that's so funny.
that's
has
somewhere
to
in all
be
of our
it,
minds.
because I was a big Vine girly, and it must have just been part of that experience.
It broke
Oh my
containment.
God, thank you.
I thought that was when I was hearing you say that, I was like yelling at my screen, like, "Oh, I think that's why.
God, thank God you're here. I think we might need to have you on every couple episodes to just
like
explain.
the arbiter of information
Yeah.
Yes.
Noted historian.
and noted Canadian. Sometimes you need that.
What?
Wait,
Wait, we didn't know that.
We
What?
didn't
Breaking
know
news.
this about you.
Breaking news, first Canadian.
Oh my God.
I'm not very familiar with Toronto, I will say. I live vicariously through the show when it comes to Toronto. But yes, Canadian born and raised. I love Canada so
Wow,
much.
incredible.
What's the weather like?
It's actually amazing today. It was so sunny. It was
Oh my God.
fantastic.
That's so
Amazing.
nice.
We've now gotten 2 Canadian weather reports, and my life is so much better.
This is incredible.
We've checked 2 dream guests off the list at once, which is
A
founder
Canadian.
of the fan page and literally any Canadian. This is amazing.
We can end the show
Well,
after
I'm glad to be both. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Well, you might need Matt and Jay before you can call it
Oh, true.
for sure. Or a cease and desist, which I don't know
Yeah.
how I haven't gotten either. But
Well, that's one of the questions that I was going to ask you was have you achieved our dream on that front? And
so
I'm a little surprised that you haven't.
it's a little weird because I got reached out to, and I'm not gonna name names. I don't really know names, to be honest. But I was contacted through my business email, basically saying, "Hey, we are totally cool with the website. We love the website so much. Just take down the TV episodes." And
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? That's very fair. Especially because now we know that they're going to be releasing them in a box set sometime this year.
Mhm.
And potentially streamers. I don't know if that's going to happen or if that's just the movie at this point, but yeah, it just makes sense for them to want that. And they don't have intentions of playing the web series anywhere other than anything they might play pertaining to the movie.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I don't have plans of putting the movie or the TV episodes, anything like that. And so they're totally okay with it. So no cease and desist. It's like a go ahead as long as you're doing everything nice. You're doing everything
Yeah.
right by the books.
Well, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, and I
It
appreciate
might mean
them
that we
for
have to work harder for our legal letter, but
Surely it'll happen.
yeah, I think we can get there.
I was curious, like, what made you tip over from person who zoomed through watching it to I will make a website?
It was a gradual shift. So, I actually didn't create the website until March of last year.
Okay.
2025 is when I started the website, and I basically put it live the same month. And I think the reason why is because for the past few years, we had heard, like on the subreddit, someone would post, "Hey, I just walked by the street, saw Matt. He said he's working on the movie now." And it was kind of just like getting me going again. Like, oh, there's a movie and oh, I got to rewatch everything. And as I went to go do that, I was like, it's so hard. There's not a good way to do this. The official website, you can't even watch the episodes on archive.org. You have to go out your way and find these sources.
Mm-hmm.
And so my website doesn't host the content. It's really just embedding the content that I have found for the people.
Okay.
So legally speaking, if they wanted to take action, they really couldn't.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it really is just like a easy link for people, a portal for people to just jump right in, no matter where they are. And I've even added links, like after I was reached out to by the people responsible, they were like, "Hey, we don't want the show," and so I removed the episodes and put links to where you can get it on YouTube and Amazon, the few places that it does exist, because I might as well, I guess, participate in the ecosystem. If I'm already bringing all these people in to watch the show, like, get them to pay for it, get them to go buy the thing, support
absolutely.
the creators.
I'm so surprised to hear that it's that new, because I think just like because of the way the site looks, I was like, this has existed forever. It's always been this way. But it's a copy of the original, like their original website, right? Or like
for
an
the most
homage
part.
to it.
It's like the identical layout, but I've just kind of added to it. Like all the extras from the Dirties and the extras from Operation Avalanche, stuff like that.
Cool.
That was never on the site originally. And the interactive DVDs, the menus like that. I programmed all that from scratch, just kind of eyeballing it, open up like a Photoshop and manually positioning all the menu buttons.
Cool.
Like,
That's
oh my
crazy.
God. It's all a labor of love just because I really do love this show so much. It's brought me so much joy. It's like, it's just one of those things, you can't really put it into words. It's like a an experience.
Yeah, I love that.
And, you know, it's pretty cool because of the passion and the love that you put into this. The fan site has kind of become shorthand in a lot of places, and like people knowing what that means. And I think that's so cool.
It is really crazy, especially the people who come in the Discord and will say, "Oh, the fan site is so great. If only you could do this." And sometimes I'll even reply to those people and say, "Oh, I'll do that tomorrow." And they'll be like, "Wait, you're the guy? The guy's there's a person behind this?" Like, yeah, sometimes I make an appearance.
I think I was the most surprised that I think it is just you running the fan site, right? I assumed it was just like a team of fans, but just one person.
Well, it's just me, but I definitely do get a lot of help from people in the Discord. Huge shout out to the Discord and the subreddit and the original Facebook group even. Like, there was one day I spent just scrolling through all the media in the original Facebook group just to find niche photos or videos or clips that I have missed elsewhere. Oh my, it took way too long, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Is that where, so I think one of the things that I was curious about is like you have these incredibly detailed lists of like slight differences between like original versions and later uploads and the DVD and all this stuff. And is that stuff that came from like Facebook groups and subreddit and Discord, or is that stuff that you found, or a mix?
So for the most part, that's all stuff that I just went through and put them both in a video editor on 2 tracks right on top of each other, put each at half opacity and just watched it through. And when there was a time desync, I would cut them and see what's the difference. If there's an audio, I would put the top video in my left ear and the bottom video in my right ear, so I could also tell if there was like a dialogue change. It was born because someone on Reddit, I think, started this list of differences, and they only got into like 3 episodes deep. And I was like, well, I got to do this for all of them if I'm going to have the website.
That's amazing.
And then I actually, if you hit the drop down underneath any of the web series episodes, you can click the differences as a video where you can see it as the videos are side by side, and there will be a text at the bottom whenever there's a difference. And separate the audio in the left and right ears if there is an audio difference. Very meticulous. So, like, it's all there.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
Wow.
I just saw like the list with them written out. That's crazy.
How long did that take?
I want to say 2 or 3 weeks because it's an on and off thing. I'm definitely doing all this in my free time, and I'm still working at the end of the day. And when I first started this, I had a lot less on my plate. So I was definitely treating it like a full-time job almost. But now that a lot of the stuff is there, it's kind of just maintaining it and then spontaneously adding a new idea when the thought arises.
I've noticed on the subreddit every so often people looking for the Easter eggs hidden on the website are really begging for help on some of them. I was curious, like, well, what led you to want to do that? Just funsies, or was there like a particular interest in this type of like things that we don't really get anymore, Easter egg stuff?
It's definitely both. I love the original DVD. The web series DVD has so many tiny little secrets. In terms of just the menu, it's like you press up on this section and you get a little secret button, or maybe you hit back while you're watching this piece of video and it brings you back to a menu that looks identical, but now there's a secret hidden button. Like, I love that kind of stuff. So I thought might as well extend that into the original website. And the website that I based the design off of actually had a few of these, which are the secrets that I use, specifically Backpage and one other that I'm forgetting the name of. But I just love the idea of the secret DVD extras that you can only watch once you find the secrets of the website, or if you know how to find the secrets through the interactive DVD on the website. So it's kind of like you gotta explore a bit. It encourages the people to kind of watch something they never would have before, or maybe see the side of the show they hadn't.
It really reminds me of, and I'm going to sound so old, 3 of my favorite things, which was when CDs had negative space, and if you started at track 1 and held skip back long enough, certain albums would have hidden tracks in there.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Which I always loved that. And also, not just DVD hidden menus, but if in the glory days of Homestar Runner, where basically any video you watched, if you clicked around enough, you'd find hidden shit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that I was like so delighted when I found that, because that was one of my weird obsessions, was like watching every homestarrunner.com video and clicking around trying to find every hidden Easter egg. So when I found this on the website, it delighted me.
Yes, thank you. I that's definitely a huge inspiration, like subconsciously, like those kind of flash websites where the whole website is basically designed like a game, where you have no idea what is going to be interactive, what isn't. You're just kind of clicking around for the fun of it, like a point and click game.
My favorite kind of game. So awesome. Did we have any other questions for Carson before we jumped into it?
I have one that I think we have a couple other guests planned, and this is something that I would maybe like to hear from a few of them. So you will be the first, the inaugural person I'm asking this question to.
A lot of pressure.
Do you have something that feels like your own personal Rivoli? Like something you're always hoping for, planning for, working towards, or maybe would do insane things to get to?
That is a great question. I just want to start by saying
it's a hard question. I'm sorry. I should have sent it to you in advance.
No, that's it. Honestly, putting me on the spot is great. I think for me, from creating this website, I've like gained such a huge amount of respect for people who archive, just in general, period.
Yeah.
And in the past like few months, I've been digitizing all my like old family VHS tapes and whatnot. Like it's just got me into this new like zone. And honestly, what I would love to do to play the Rivoli, my XYZ, whatever I would do to blank would just be to make it easier for everyone else to do the same. If I could make it so anyone could make their own Nirvana the band website just like that, just because they loved it so much and they didn't have to think about all this whatever, that would be my dream. And I don't know how achievable that is, but I think about that a lot.
Yeah.
Love that. Archivers are doing God's work.
Absolutely.
Great answer to a tough question. And with that, I think we can jump into some more odds and ends. So like I said at the top, we have finished the original web series. We have done one episode with some of our personal favorites of the adventures, the piano sessions, deleted scenes, bloopers, all that jazz. This week, we are talking about some of your favorites. We asked listeners to send in some of their favorite odds and ends. But first, Carson, I know you had a couple selections from the mix. And I think all the ones that you listed are ones that we didn't talk about in our last recording, which is amazing. Great. Can you tell us what in the list you love and has stuck with you?
My favorite, I'm starting number 1, is Just Jay. And I have a very special connection to it.
Ooh.
This is one of the shorts that released during the Battle of the Bands while Matt and Jay are broken up. And there's a Just Matt and a Just Jay. And you kind of just see both of them while they're on their own for a little bit. And Just Matt is kind of funny. It's about a minute of just him in High Park in Toronto. And it's just got music over it. And it's just silly. But Just Jay didn't exist for a very long time. It actually was lost media until like a few months ago.
Oh, wow.
And someone in the Discord just joined and was like, hey guys, I was a fan during the Viceland era and I saw there's a movie coming out and I just want to dump all my files I had because I couldn't find any of this on the website. And they just dropped like 12 different shorts that we never had before. And this was amongst them. And so this just has a special, it's almost like a je ne sais quoi to it, where it's so special because it came out of nowhere. We knew it existed, but we never had it because there was a Just Matt. There must be a Just Jay.
Yeah.
And for me personally, it's a bit of a selfish pick, but I love Daft Punk, and they bring Daft Punk in for the very first time in the whole series, just for a very brief moment. And I love that. Oh, enough to make a person cry.
Oh, it's a really good one. I like this one mostly just it's nice to see a little kitty in there.
Yeah.
That was my special note about this particular video.
Named Smeagol, no less.
Really?
I think that's what his name was.
Yeah.
Smeagol.
I didn't
the cat.
catch that.
I thought you of all people were gonna clock that.
No, I don't know
Michelle.
how I missed that. I have a dog named Gandalf. Extra special sprinkle of good stuff on top of that.
So I think Just Jay really does play into our grand theory. And I think, Kit, you should be because I don't know if you know our grand theory, Carson, I think, and for new listeners, Kit, maybe you want to let them know.
Yeah. So our grand theory, at least for the web series, is that the way that some of the scenes read, it does read a little bit like there's like some sort of feelings between Matt towards Jay. But I mean, this short in general is really interesting because it's like, even though Jay has friends, which shocking to see Jay with people who aren't Matt, like he's still kind of just talking about, oh, this is like stuff me and Matt used to do. And now we're going to have this sweet little montage of like them playing with the umbrella and like a flashback to Matt playing with the umbrella and all of that.
Yes, it's so good.
Yeah, there's this, it's a lot of bits, but I think this is very much in conversation with Buena Vista Social Club. My favorite episode, as we've talked about a bunch.
Steve is the world's biggest Buena Vista Social Club episode.
I really am.
Nirvana the Band, the show fan.
That's so interesting.
Right?
Yeah. And I should go back and listen to that episode and cringe, everybody. But I am who I am. Love it or leave it. But with this, we see this Jay character trait, which is when he doesn't want to deal with something, finding other ways to fill the space, but then keep having to reflect back. Just like him struggling to write the Madagascar 2 spec score and just taking everything Matt said and, I'm going to go watch this. I'm going to watch Star Trek. Which one is it? Voyager? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know Star Trek. But, and in this one, he's clearly missing Matt. And what he's using as an excuse to have people over, which he's clearly lonely, but he has his friends over under the guise of, I'm working on this coconut peanut butter cups jingle.
Great jingle, by the way.
I was singing it all afternoon.
Oh my God, it's stuck in my head.
To me, at least, it feels like Jay is lonely and missing Matt, doesn't want to deal with it, and uses this as an excuse to have other people over to fill the void.
Mm-hmm.
And when those people are doing Matt things, like playing with the umbrella or whatever, it just makes him think of Matt more.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that really interesting in this whole Jay avoidance trait that the web series has.
Yeah, I mean, I think no matter how you read it, at the end of the day, they have such a toxic, codependent friendship. And I think this is very much on display.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. And these are the friends who are in this apartment are the ones that they are shouting down to from the roof in an earlier episode, right?
So.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Blu-ray, the extras on the DVD Blu-ray.
Not yet.
Are you okay if I spoil a little something?
Please.
Yeah.
Little minor spoiler. They were going to originally, instead of going to the apartment and then meeting the younger Matt and Jay there and having this whole mix up, they were going to go to the restaurant when they're having the flashback in the basement in the web series where Jay's like, don't grab my food.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to use that footage and steal a key to the apartment first. And then Addie, the neighbor, who's in Just Jay and who they yell down to, would have played a pivotal part and would have like basically stopped them, prevented them from getting this key.
That's really interesting.
I love
and
that.
that adds so much more to this short. It's like we didn't have any footage of these guys other than just waving down to the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have all of this in the movie as well. These extras, really cool
That's
stuff.
so wild.
Mm-hmm.
Are Addie and forgive me, I forget the other person's name. Are they in the DVD extra too, or was this just like
they're mentioned by
they
name in the storyboard. And so you're kind of left speculating: would they have come back to reprise their roles, or would they have just used the old footage? Like,
Yeah.
Apparently Addie was invited to the second TIFF premiere.
Oh,
And
that's
he was,
so
he was there in
nice.
a gold suit. So
It's
shout out.
adorable.
I love that.
Addie, come on the show.
Add him
Yes.
to the whiteboard.
That would be awesome.
I am out of space on the whiteboard when I wrote Hank
We're
It's
is
gonna have
very.
to get you a larger whiteboard.
Once I wrote ISS arm, I'm almost out of space. Just Jay seems to have clicked with a lot of people, and we'll read some, excerpts from some emails we got, but it really does. That seems like one that really, really clicked for folks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what's next on your list?
Next is actually one that came from that same batch of we didn't have him for so many years until just now, was Frisbee. And it's this extra from, I think it is from the last episode 10. And they're just throwing around a Frisbee on the roof, Matt and Jay. And they're like, it's really simple, the dialogue. It's just like them shooting the shit. And they're like, oh, like remember when we started this band, like we didn't do all this crazy stuff. And then Jay has these flashbacks like, oh wait, yeah, like what was it like before we started this band? And then they just kind of go to being like, it cuts back from these flashbacks and they're just being silly. Like Jay's slowly moving his body down, pretending he's on an elevator. And Matt's like, no, don't use the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Like it makes, it's like hard hitting and then it makes no sense at the end. It's like really the epitome of the whole show. It's just like something hard hitting and then we're right back to being silly and nothing makes sense anymore. And we're just having a good time.
It's perfect. I really love this one. This one almost made my personal list of favorites in our first odds and ends.
It's really cute, and it plays into my thing I always like to go back to, which is they can't talk about their feelings for each other, and anytime they're sincere, they have to blow it up. And you do have that moment where like they're getting into this like spat, and they gotta like, oh, we gotta do bits. No, we can't sit in these feelings too long. And then Jay does, as Michelle once called it, the Austin Powers elevator.
It's my favorite joke. I love when someone pretends to be going down an escalator or an elevator behind something. It will never not make me laugh. It made me laugh a lot in this one. It made me laugh a lot in every other time I've ever seen it come up.
Shagadelic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, baby.
Kit, do you have any thoughts on Frisbee?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of my favorite lines from this is, I think Matt saying, "Oh, I threw it like that because you're so tall. You're so tall." I thought that was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. While he's standing on a ledge 5 feet above him.
Yeah.
It's just one of the perfect short but sweets where they actually have substance.
Yep.
Totally.
Which, your last one here, I think, is going to lead to a similar talk.
Oh yeah, this last one is just silly. It's just fun. I love the can opener.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those that is like a guilty pleasure of mine where it's kind of just in the back of my mind. Kind of like Nicky Nine Doors. It's kind of like always have like the "you thought you could double cross me" can opener like in the back of my mind, and that being in the movie, like, oh my god, you just made my whole year. You just made my whole life.
I love that scene in the movie so much. Spoilers for people who for some reason haven't watched the movie yet. We told you to. This is one of those very silly, very funny things that I feel like when they are in the closet, overhearing themselves going on and on and on about this, is very much Matt Johnson, real Matt Johnson being like, yeah, this is funny to me, but why the fuck did I do this? And just, it's just self-reflexive by having this thing that was a deleted scene be a thing that they're forcing themselves to listen to and getting frustrated. I don't know about other folks' reads, but that's what I take away from them using this specific scene in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that scene of them in the closet is really funny to me because I think at one point Matt is just like, I'll go out there and beat the shit out of him. I don't care. And I'm like, I think we've all felt that way looking back at something that we did, like, a past version of ourselves. I think maybe a little more viscerally for Matt Johnson because this was 20 years ago and on the internet. But I completely understood the feeling of like, listen, I'll beat the shit out of young Kit. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
I'll drag young Steve behind a bus. What?
I have not rewatched the movie since we started doing this, and I'm excited for when I eventually do, because I think stuff like that scene in the movie where they're like playing all the clips of their younger selves and like interacting with it, like it was really enjoyable to me when I saw it as a person who had basically no context for what I was watching, except for throwing fucking bikes in the river. And I had heard, I think, bits of the We Shop Wednesday song. So that was the only one of those like little snippets that I vaguely recognized. But everything else was a mystery. And I'm really excited now that I have the context for it to go back and hear it and appreciate it on a different level.
Matt does a thing in this one that really hits close to home, which is I'm doing a bit. I know I need to stop doing it, but I need to stay consistent in my lore. Because he's like, I gotta find it out. Like he's just like, they're going and they both are clearly just like going and going. And Matt's like, all right, so I'm the can opener. There's cream corn. How does this end? How do I like plot wise?
Taking Polaroids.
Yeah. And they also do this thing in this where they start by saying in character, so do we cut to the chase or do we cut to, and it's like, so what are they cutting? The cameras? Or is this Jared and like, are they cutting or is the show gonna cut to this? Like, how is the show gonna, like, it's just one of those things where they don't really mention it, but that makes it all the funnier. Like, what are they cutting to? What is this?
They're like, well, superhero movies are popping off. In 10 years, everyone's going to be sick of them, and we're going to show up with this new superhero, and it's really going to subvert the genre.
I can't wait for the full feature-length can opener.
Cream corn versus
creamed
can
corn.
opener.
Yeah.
That'll be my Avengers Endgame, I think.
I think that's how Doomsday is going to go.
Cream corn will return.
Yeah. See, if you would watch that awful live stream on YouTube long enough with the chairs where they were announcing every single actor who was going to be in it, cream corn would have been on the back of one of those chairs.
You say that as if I didn't have that running in the background.
I was watching it with you, dude. We were in Discord together making fun of it.
And then I poorly photoshopped gay Joe Russo onto one of the chairs.
My favorite superhero, gay Joe Russo.
I can't believe gay Joe Russo's come up on 2 episodes of this podcast.
Friend of the pod,
I
gay
can.
Joe Russo.
So, Carson, just so you don't feel left out, Joe Russo...
Do we need to tell
yes,
them this?
It just gives me a minute. Director of Avengers, several Avengers films, said that they were going to have the first gay character in the MCU in Avengers Endgame. And
The first one.
The first one ever. And what it was straight man Joe Russo saying, I lost my husband in the snap and I'm really sad. And thus the character of gay Joe Russo was born. That was it.
That's actually it?
Yeah. It's like a real blink and you miss it. It happens very
so
briefly.
But he will return.
Yeah.
The straightest
The
looking
husband?
Happy Pride from gay Joe Russo.
Ridiculous.
Anyway, cream corn. Those are some really good picks. All of those are really delightful.
They are really good. I'm so curious about that big lore dump a couple months ago and like where they came from.
It was actually hosted on the original website. But because the original website was taken down when the Viceland series started, I think there was a little bit of overlap.
Okay.
If you were to go on the Nirvana the band, the show.com at the time, it would actually, even though it showed the Viceland website, if you were tech savvy enough, you could look at all the files of the site and see that the web series files were still there. And so this person said, I just downloaded the whole site at the time. And so I just got it all. And so some of these weren't actually ever linked to on the original site from what I can find. I can't find a single snapshot of 2 or 3 of these, but allegedly they were posted somewhere because they existed on the website. So it's just really interesting. And if you go on the fan site, on the front there's a link that says complete content list. You can sort that by date to see like what I found most recently, what was added to the site, the newest.
Oh, that's so cool.
Are there any other bits of like lost media that you're still looking for that you know of? Or is it still just kind of mysteries, riddles in the dark, another random person on Discord dropping a bunch of files?
Yes and no. There's a Reddit post that I made that was, here's everything that we know that exists. And then this guy came through, did his drop, and it basically checked all my boxes, except for the web series episodes. They all got edited several times over their existence. And so they have snapshots at any point in time. And so the true number of episode like variations, who knows?
Yeah.
But we don't have web versions at all for like episode 10, episode 9, episode 8, and then episode 11 because it's the DVD exclusive. So there's some of these that there could be differences. There could be big things that change. That could be the exact same. We heard in the commentary for episode 10 that like they rewrote the whole ending, like re-edited the whole ending like a few days later. We don't have that original version, but we have like a fan edited version, like what that would have looked like. That's somewhere on YouTube, I think.
What was the original ending supposed to be? Just like the show happening and going well?
Basically, yeah, exactly that. But instead, they made the footage part of the dream sequence instead of it being the final payoff.
Yeah.
It was really a quick edit, but it's like the whole substance of the episode. So it's crazy to hear that they just kind of dropped that, but we don't have that.
That's wild.
So it's these small things that we don't even know if they exist. It's kind of like hearsay.
I love that Nirvana, the band, the show, is like delightful QAnon.
Harmless QAnon.
Yeah. Just somebody dropping random files in a Discord server.
Yeah, I trust to open this.
It's one of the surprising points of overlap between fans of this show and fans of Taylor Swift is deep commitment to conspiracy.
They'll find anything.
And a deep ability to research and find things that may or may not exist.
We are, at the moment of this recording, 5 days deep into the Taylor Swift Toy Story conspiracy theories.
Are we?
Yeah. Yes.
I muted Taylor Swift ages ago, so I don't know what's going on in Taylor Swift land.
Oh, they posted TS in the Toy Story font, and everyone's like, oh my God,
She also posted a countdown on her website with a background on the website that looks just like the wallpaper in Andy's room. I don't want to know any of this.
Mute her name, dude. I'm having a blissful experience.
The internet knows that I'm a woman in my 30s, and it assumes that I would like to know, regardless of what filters I've put in place.
So I engaged in the self-harm behavior that you two have begged me not to, which was...
Did you go on Twitter?
I re-downloaded Threads.
Yikes.
An Instagram app.
You gotta stop.
It is really a treat. And that's the only reason I know about this.
Yeah. Carson, for reference, every couple of months, Steve downloads Threads and then spends like a week sending us screenshots of just deeply insane people.
And
then
at least he's sending
again.
the screenshots and not the links.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get you to go there.
Them. Yeah.
Being friends with me is a fucking nightmare.
It's a saw trap, but a loving one. Okay, should we jump into some other odds and ends from other people who've submitted?
Of course, and I want to just quickly throw out a thank you. You know, we record very far in advance, and I want to thank all of the listeners who wrote in so early in the show's run for the odds and ends. You know, to be really sincere for a moment, everyone in the fan community has been really great to us, and you answered this call for odds and ends like an episode in. So thank you to everybody who submitted. It's incredibly kind, and please call into voicemail and do all the weird nonsense. Saw trap us. That's how we can thank you. Anyway, on with the show.
All right. Well, I think we should start going through some of the fan picks. I'm going to read an email that just came in very recently, actually. So thank you so much for sending in some odds and ends. It reads, "Hello. I am reluctantly writing in to let you know that I watched this Nirvana, the band, the show, and discovered it is not without merit. My favorite odds and ends is the Turner Classic Movies videos, because anyone who does not like that doesn't understand that art is made to make us uncomfortable. I heard your last episode and was disgusted to hear that your co-host pretended to be me. This is the real maestro." I believe they meant to say maestro. Best Lydia. I believe this is the real Lydia Tarr.
This time it's real.
My lawyers have asked me not to comment on any correspondence from Lydia Tarr.
Steve, have you gotten a cease and desist?
From Lydia Tarr?
From problematic fictional individual?
Problematic real individual, Lydia Tarr?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I have received any documentation from the maestro herself, Lydia Tarr.
The maestro, you mean?
I can't believe who this email had that typo. But I can't say anymore. I can't comment on any of it. My lawyers have asked me not to.
So when you received this cease and desist, did you get it through the mail or was it sent to you to your Monster Hunter account?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Carson, are you familiar with Lydia Tarr?
I heard the name dropped, and that was all I knew.
Great.
That's all she wrote.
I can neither confirm nor deny that I know who Lydia Tarr is.
It's a great film. Beautiful performance by Cate Blanchett, and also someone who may or may not be a fan of our show. Unclear. Hard to say.
I can neither confirm nor deny the fact that there is a scene in the film where Lydia Tarr believes she's deleting incriminating emails by deleting them from her sent box and thinking that deletes it on both ends, and it is the funniest joke I've seen in years. I can neither confirm nor deny that.
In a movie that funny is not on the top list of adjectives I would use to describe it, that is
There's
very
some funny bits in there. Remember the apartment song? That was lovely.
That's true. Again, not in the top 5 words that I would use to describe Tar. It makes the funny moments even better that they're inside an incredibly serious film. But
guys, I just got a message here sent to my personal inbox.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what now?
It says, "Dear Steve, if that is your real name, while I believe you are a phony and a coward, I believe myself to be a coward to try and silence you from speaking the truth. Much like the great Elon Musk, I believe in free speech.
Is this
of
the
all
ISS
kinds.
arm?
I am not the ISS arm. This is I, Lydia Tarr, famed maestro. I hope Matt and Jay give you a cease and desist because I, and not in good faith, cannot do this. Lydia." Okay, so I can talk freely about it. Anyway, what did the fans send in?
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Lydia.
Thank you, Lydia. And thank you to all the fans who, instead of sending us odds and ends, just kept sending us links to AO3 that were just Lydia Tarr fanfics. I really appreciate that.
And especially thank you to Carson for once again bearing with us.
It's a lot of fun. We're having fun.
We are having fun. Okay. First, we have a bunch of messages. Some of them are odds and ends that we've already talked about. Some of them we may talk about again. I don't know. We could talk about Peanuts more. But the first message that we got was from Miranda, whose favorite non-main episode was Peanuts. Miranda said, "It's very funny, and it shows the special and unique dynamic of Matt and Jay that's also reflected in Battle of the Bands, but in a different context. I always think their different dynamics are so cool to see because they're classic best friend type, but also surprising in some ways. They interact as friends. It's different from anything I've seen before. I just love toxic codependency."
You and me both.
Love that, Miranda. And then Miranda also followed up to say, "I have to add just Jay because it's beautiful. I love Jay and Kitty." And the little
Let's
heart hands
go.
emoji.
Shout out Miranda from the Discord.
Shout out Miranda from the Discord. She rules.
Mm-hmm.
We also got some lovely thoughts from Mert, also from the Discord.
And thank you for getting us in touch with Carson, Mert. Without you, I would not have known that the mysterious
Yeah,
website
huge
person.
shout out to Mert. This wouldn't be happening
Yeah, shout out.
without you.
He's a huge help on stuff, anything research-wise I need done for the website if I'm trying to get information right. He's a huge help.
Mert, you rock.
He's the best. We love Mert. Big Mert fans over here. Can opener, Mert says, is one of those deleted scenes that I never really cared much for. It felt like regular goofing off and improv, but I was eating all that shit up in my, oh, this is some extra stuff, let me watch everything at least 10 times phase. I didn't think much of it for many years until I sat down in the cinema, Matt and Jay in the closet, and I thought, wait a second, I've seen this before. This is a classic. They also share that the boy who breathes is one they didn't expect to be quoting so randomly. Both of them and their brother say he was the boy who breathed to crack each other up. They called out the return of the masks. They said the scene shows what the boys would be if they actually rehearsed and made a show. And then he mentioned one that we have not talked about yet, that I would love to, which was the mustache. Apparently, the mustache was considered lost media, and some fan circles had a field day with it. Is that one, Carson, that came in that recent big dump of stuff?
I want to make sure. I want to not give you false information here. I actually have no idea. I'm sorry to say.
No, that's okay.
No,
It's okay. We'll leave it as a mystery. So how do we all feel about Just Mustache?
Is Mustache the one with Jared's mustache or Jay's mustache?
Jay's mustache. I think the one with Jared's mustache is called Just Jared.
Okay, yes. I conflate the two all the time.
That makes sense. They are both very mustache heavy.
It's weird seeing him without facial hair.
Yeah.
Anytime I see it, I get it's like chills down my spine. Like that shouldn't be the way that it is.
He has one of those faces where when he loses the facial hair, he looks like a little boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
He just needs like the tiniest little stubble. And even when he has just the mustache, like no beard, it's still too much. Like it's I'm not a fan of that one.
I like it until I don't.
Yeah.
Like Matt coming in talking about his Valentine, essentially trying to get Jay jealous is really funny. And then he's like, ha ha ha, I'm a pedophile. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Falls off a cliff real quick.
Yeah. The part of it where Jay is going upstairs and changing his facial hair, and then he's like, no good barefaced, right? And then comes back down with the mustache reattached, really does do it for me.
It's pretty good.
And if it ended at that moment, it would be perfect.
So, lore-wise, do we think Matt did this to make Jay jealous?
Probably. I mean, it was Valentine's Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was V-Day.
I mean, not a great way to go about that, but
I'm choosing to have my own interpretation, which is that he just bought all that stuff himself.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Liar.
Yep. I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure we were all coming at it from that angle,
Yeah.
thankfully.
Yeah. We have a couple from Lena, also from the Discord. Shout out Lena. Update Day plus the bloopers for it is a classic and the first Nirvana the band thing I ever saw. The bloopers for Update Day are fun for watching their process in action, especially Matt and Jay workshopping the ending. The journey of Matt being initially resistant, mulling it over, trying it out, adding to it, and enjoying it is very interesting. To me, it's a nice indicator of Matt's trust in Jay's ideas and how collaborative their process is. We talked about Update Day last time, but we didn't talk about the bloopers very much. And I also love seeing their creative process. I think it's so interesting. And like the fact that they wound up loving all of the different takes they have at the very end and just left them all in is so delightful to me.
Yeah, I remember there was a We Shop Wednesday sort of gimmick account that would always post the video every Wednesday. And one Wednesday they just posted the bloopers and all the comments were like, oh, it's like seeing the Mona Lisa be painted right before our very eyes.
Yeah.
Like it really does give that kind of that feeling where you're like, oh my God, like they really did just create art.
Yeah.
It makes that ending go from like bizarro to really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
When you've seen the footage of them being like, this is all delightful, we're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so nice. Lena also called out a couple other favorites. She also loved Just Jay. This feels less like character Jay and more like real life Jay hanging out with their neighbors Addie and Diane. Diane is the woman whose name we forgot. Sorry.
Shout
Diane.
out Lena for knowing.
Shout out Lena. Yeah. Plus a mystery cat. One of the few times we see a domesticated animal in the greater Nirvana the band works. I feel like the characters of Matt and Jay would not be able to take care of a pet. I'm curious what the story is with this cat. Me too, girl.
Why do you think the cat isn't in any other episodes?
Lena also called out from the piano sessions the Zelda Koji Kondo. The editing on this is really good and feels seamless in some spots. A nice indicator of leveling up in filmmaking skills, in my opinion. I agree. And then also Turner Classic Movies. She said they feel kind of like alt-universe versions of the characters or maybe test runs for potential storylines or personality traits that didn't quite work. These feel to me engineered to be purposefully uncomfortable, but I'd also argue they may be viewed as some of the early stuff that didn't age as well, mainly due to the treatment of the female characters most feature absolutely out-of-pocket versions of Jay and Matt. Very much agree.
Yeah, Turner Classic Movies, when I first saw them, it blew my mind up in a bad way because it was just like, oh no, this like deeply sucks to watch. Like the first one is like kind of funny because it's Jay naked just yelling at Matt like whatever. But the second one where the Jay's having a failed hookup, I'm assuming, and just starts like screaming at her, and I think he spits at her and like all this other stuff is just not a fun time to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the ones where I'm like, it's good that this didn't make it into anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things that if it was in a web series episode, when I first saw it, probably would have nuked the whole thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it had been, that shit had been in there, I'd be like, you know what? The show's going in a place not for me. See you later. And then this podcast wouldn't exist.
It's true.
So thanks for cutting out Turner Classic Movies, guys.
We also got a note from Kelly. The blooper reel is worth a look. It's a lot of behind the scenes creative stuff, and a tiny Jay's dad montage to sell it even more. The tiny Jay's dad montage is lovely. I always love when he pops up in an episode or two.
He looks fantastic.
He does.
Miss Shaw, when are you going to make the fan cam?
Of Jay's dad.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
As soon as I learn how to edit a video, I will make a fan cam of Jay's dad. Maybe that'll be my first project. That's what I'll
Step
learn on.
1, learn how to edit.
Step 2, montage of Jay's dad. We'll have to workshop which song it goes to, I think.
Dreamweaver.
It's a pretty good one. I'm accepting suggestions. And when I learn how to do this, we will post it on the Instagram.
You can email us at nirvannathepod@gmail.com to give us your fan cam song suggestions. Thank you.
My distaste for opening emails has been mentioned on this podcast several times, but I will open these emails. I promise. This is the thing that will get me.
My obsessive need to have a 0 on my inbox makes it that when you people email us, it will be read pretty quickly if I'm not busy. Kelly, I just want to give you a special thank you for realizing that we're 3 horny freaks for Jay's dad.
Thank you.
I feel
I'm
seen.
respectful.
He just looks like a natural born actor, even though he is so effortless.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Jay kind of has that too, but I feel like Jay like harnesses it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jay's dad is effortlessly hot. He's not trying.
Yeah. Jay's trying it like maybe 20% minimum.
I have a friend who will remain nameless that more than once one of our friends has been like, why is dad so hot? It's not okay. like we were at a bar. They're like, you know whose dad's hot? Redacted. What the hell? And that's how I feel about Jay's dad.
Did everyone at the bar agree that?
Oh yeah, everybody agrees this man is a smoke show.
Was this friend there? Are
They
they
were.
aware of how their friends feel about their dad?
No.
Has it come up since?
No, and they do not listen to this podcast, so that's good.
Right. You never know who's listening. Sometimes it's your high school friend's mom. Shout
I'm
out
Michelle's
to
friend's
my
mom.
high school friend's mom. I don't know if she made it past the first episode. She said she was proud of me, but very confused.
She's definitely not making it past the last one.
Shout out to my mother-in-law who asked for a link but hasn't texted me about it. So she's either secretly listening to all of them and not telling me or made it 5 minutes. So if you're hearing this, I know you're out there.
Shout out Lydia Tarr.
Hell yeah.
Incredible.
Carson, if you got like 2 hours and 45 minutes to spare, just throw on Tar when this call's over.
It's so good.
Yeah, I'll definitely consider that for about 25 seconds.
A movie that my mother got mad at me for liking. I did not tell her to watch it.
Why was she mad at you?
Steven, I watched that Tar movie you like so much. Garbage. It's just people talking. I was like, Mom, what do you think movies are?
That's the best kind of movie. I love a people talking movie.
Yeah.
That's all podcasts is too. We also had a couple odds and ends from Circular on YouTube, who shouted out a couple big ones: Peanuts, Nicky Nine Doors, which we talked about last time, Frisbee, Hobbies, and my favorite, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Man or woman, mannequin woman. And And then our suggestions from Lydia Tarr were also on the list, but we've already covered those, obviously.
I love the Dr. Quinn medicine woman, and especially just seeing that extra, like, side by side with the actual episode, like trying to see what they used, what they didn't, how they reworked it into being this whole new, like, I'm gonna write a hit television series. Like, it's so stupid, but in the most wholesome way. It's like you can almost see them like trying to find their footing, because it's in like the first or second episode. It's like the first example of that.
We talked about this a little last week too, and I love that, like, it seems like out of this like deeply stupid joke came one of my favorite running bits in the whole show, which is Jay's deep fear of mannequins. And I love how often it comes up. I love that it's not just like a single throwaway joke, that it like runs through all the way to the finale of the web series. Nobody tell me the answer to this, but I'm really hoping that that is a line that keeps running through Viceland. I don't know. We'll see.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. Maybe even more mannequins. Who's to say? I like that the episode of Scooby-Doo and Guess Who that we watched also had a plot line in a warehouse full of mannequins. That was a nice little treat for me.
Oh, Michelle, I got your fan cam song.
What is it?
You do Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now from the film Mannequin.
I've never seen that.
We can build this dream together, standing tall forever. Spotify's gonna pull this episode down.
I'm familiar with the song, not the movie Mannequin.
What about Mannequin 2, On the Move?
That one I do know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Love to see a sequel before the original movie.
It's like me with Short Circuit.
I haven't seen Mannequin 2 either. But I will watch them and maybe I'll make a fan cam.
There you go.
That's all of our fan submissions. Thank you again to everybody who sent stuff in.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It's so cool to see how people in this community are so like eager to jump in and contribute and be a part of things. And help connect us to people like Carson.
Carson, before we let you go today, I had 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
So the first one is, whoever our next guest is, what do you think we should ask them?
Whoa. That's another good question. You should ask the next guest what the guest after them should be asked.
Nice.
Is that too much?
It's weird how our calendar's now empty. So,
because by then you surely won't know who that guest will be, so it'll be a question for a truly random individual.
That's true. That's when we
true.
get J.J. Abrams finally.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask you, what's something stupid you think we should do to try and get Matt and Jay on the show?
Mm-hmm. That's another good question. Well, I think you guys are already trying. You're already doing the most.
I was really scared you were going to say email them, and I was like, we can't do that.
No, it's against the rules.
Yeah, no, I feel like you guys are genuinely, like, the possibilities are out there.
Oh, man.
Mrs. Met, come on the podcast. Listeners out there, can you just Google Mrs. Met? So, good, I can do this. So, Carson, do you know that there's a baseball team named the New York Mets?
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Carson, are you a baseball person? Do you like baseball?
No, not at all.
Can you do me a quick favor? And we can edit this out. Can you go ahead and Google Mrs. Met?
The main mascot of the Mets.
I'm
Mr.
unfortunately
Met.
Well aware of Mrs. Met.
Whoa,
Actually.
what do you mean by that?
Unfortunate. That's my dream woman.
As a Canadian, I'm surprised that I've seen Mrs. Met's as much as I have.
She's way sexier than any baseball mascot should be.
Wait, there is a Mr. Met. Oh my God. They look identical, but he's just...
He's also hot.
Well, he's balding and he's got a bit of a belly.
Yeah, so do
comparison.
I. We're a good pair.
Well, his is a very, he's almost looking like his nose.
See, you guys, listen, make me a baseball sandwich. I'll be right in the middle of this too. Mr. and Mrs. Just make it happen.
Yep.
Okay, this is all going.
No, it's not, dude. What's that? Audacity won't let me cut this part? So weird.
It's weird when my wife once said to me, and I quote, "You can get a sexy Mrs. Met tattoo. It just can't be the first one."
Mm.
So the first one would be
tattoo.
sexy Mr. Met.
Obviously, one on each arm.
I've just encountered a photo of not the original Mr. Methead, but what Wikipedia is telling me is the second Mr. Methead that is very upsetting.
Have you ever seen Rosie Red, Mrs. Met's bisexual cousin?
No.
What are you saying?
How do you know
Hold
the
on.
Mets cinematic universe?
Well, first of all,
He's from New York.
I'm from New York. I'm a ridiculously huge Mets fan. I know I don't give up the vibe of baseball psychopath, but I am.
Oh, this paper mache one is not it.
I don't like
No.
it.
No,
but
very upsetting.
Hold on. You see, you both said what to me, right? But I'm about to show you a picture of Rosie Red.
Is her head also a baseball?
Yeah. Hold, please.
Well, she's a cousin. I didn't know if maybe she was like a basketball or a volleyball or something.
Okay, I want you to go ahead and tell me this isn't Mrs. Met's bisexual cousin.
Whoa.
Oh, she looks great.
Why
Yeah.
does
She
have
looks like
hair?
So does Mrs. Met.
a league of her own, Mrs. Met.
The League of Their Own, the most bisexual movie ever made.
That's true.
Thought that was from Mario Brothers.
The original?
Yeah.
The 1992 one with
The bisexual lighting. you know?
bisexual Luigi.
Listen, John
Played by John
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
I was going to say, we have more than once discussed how hot John Leguizamo is in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
What a strange.
Oh, what a
film.
weird way to end this podcast episode, huh, everybody?
I mean, to be fair, we were very normal for a shocking amount of time.
Yeah, it probably went for like at least 50%.
Carson,
Thank you.
I really,
That's very generous of you to say to us.
I really appreciate you not calling the police on this podcast.
No, I could not, because then they would think I'm involved.
You're an accomplice now.
True.
Yeah, you're part of it.
Thank you again for coming on. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much for asking. It's just it's exciting to talk about my favorite show, and I
Yeah.
guess that's the whole reason why you guys started this in the first place. So
Yeah.
just to share that.
I've never gotten to say this to anybody before, so I'm really excited to do this for the first time. Do you have anything that you want to plug?
This camera,
Whoa.
this camera, this camera.
This camera. Guys, just Nirvana the band, the dot show. That's the fan site. Just go watch. If you're listening to this podcast, surely you already know. But if you don't, if you listen to these people just because they're friends of yours or you like their voices,
There is at
just go
least
watch-
one person who has no clue about anything with the show and is listening just out of pure friendship.
Yeah, just go or even go send a friend if you already have, just go bug someone. Watch the show and watch the movie. Watch the everything. You'll
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. I'm excited to go. I don't think I knew there were so many Easter eggs on the site, and I'm excited to go hunting after this.
There's a few. If you go to Nirvana the band, the dot show /secret, they give you it's a list that
Ooh.
checks itself off as you find each one.
It's very cool.
Amazing. I love that. Anything else to add, Kit, Steve?
Maybe we'll have you back if you don't hate us for the Odds and Ends fan edition for the Viceland show.
Absolutely. That'd be a lot of fun.
You're always welcome. Thanks again.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you next time, and nothing like a good feeling.
Nothing like a good feeling.
Nothing like a good feeling.
Nothing like good feeling.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Nirvana, the band, the show, the podcast. We'd love to hear from you. You can email us or send a voice memo to nirvanathepod@gmail.com. And we're also on Bluesky and Instagram @nirvanathepod. Our website is nirvanathepod.com. Our show is edited by Kit with additional help by John. Special thanks to Ann Meadows for our logo. Oh, and Matt and Jay, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the show.